I think it's finally time to see what Kyurem can do when he is super effective in a stage. So we're going up against Agatha in the Champion Stadium. This is not Master Mode, we're just doing the regular like hard mode Champion Stadium. But still, it's a lot of fun to use Sync Pairs in Champion Stadium when you have the type effectiveness. So like this week we have Fighting, Water, Steel, Ice, and then Poison. So if you have all these types and you like using Poison, Water, and stuff like that, like you're gonna have a lot of fun in this week. Especially now that we have the reset ability in Champion Stadium, you can just replay over and over and over again, farm up a little bit of coins. And then just get your wins up in the Champion Stadium. Like it's a lot of fun now, so I really like what they're doing. But yeah, so with Kyurem, he is a really good ice type, and we only have like really 2 or 3 ice types that we can actually use to do damage with, and Kyurem is the best one right now, and he's free to play, so everyone can get him. And he does have an AoE ice type move. He lowers speed, and then in the grid you also can have the chance to freeze the enemy on Glaciate. So you have a chance to freeze them, which acts like a flinch, and then you have the speed lowering as well. He has Dragon Breath, which I mean, like, I would really recommend using Dragon Breath, but like if you want to paralyze them, then you can. And then you got Noble Roar. And then in the grid, you can also get double drop, just like what Iris and Hydreigon have. So instead of lowering the stats by 1, if you have double drop, you can lower it by 2, which can be very helpful depending on the kind of build that you want to run with Hydreigon. I mean, Kyurem, sorry. And then you have his training move over here. And it raises the user's critical hit rate, raises the user's special attack by up to 3 stat ranks based on how low your HP is. So it's not like anything like insane at all, but like when you have full HP, you're only going to be getting +1 special attack. So like it's not anything too crazy. So obviously when you're in like the red zone for HP, then that's when you're going to be getting like +3 on your special attack. So I mean, it's still not bad, but like it's going to take some time for you to get you that low on the HP. So yeah, I would just have support on the team to raise his special attack. And then for his passive, he has Hunter's Instinct. The more the target speed is lower, the more powers that move, so Glaciate is going to be very good there because it lowers their speed. So then Hunter's Instinct will take effect very easily. And then he has Anti-Freeze, so he cannot get frozen, so that's pretty cool. And then for the passive, or the lucky skill, I have Critical Strike 2 on him, and then for the theme skills, I have nothing active because I'm not really running him with any ice type, so he's not really going to be getting any buffs. Maybe the only thing he's going to have active, like what kind of stuff? So he has 1 with Iris, so he's just going to have the Unova Link. So yeah, like you're not really going to have any like crazy buffs with the theme skills with this team. But I'm running this team because Elisa is going to be increasing his special attack with ease, because like if we get lucky we can get MP refresh, but it's not going to matter anyways, because even if we don't, we're still going to be at +4, and then with his training move we will get +2 more because it's 2 uses, and we're going to be at full HP. So it's a +6 right there, and then Iris and Hydreigon, they're going to help with lowering their special attack and everything too. So yeah, like I think this team is going to be good. So let's take a look at what Kyurem can do, and I forgot to show off his grid, so I'll actually show his grid after this battle, and then we'll go into one more battle as well, and then see what he can do again. I do really like the theme skill animations, so we'll lower the battle speed, of course. Like we can't have it in ×3 speed because then it's going to be harder to follow along. But yeah, like I do really like the sprite for Kyurem. Like he looks really good. Like the whole black and white era, I feel is a really good time for Pokemon. Just because like the game was just so good. The Pokemon introduced, the story, like it was just so good. So now they're gonna be at plus or -3 on their special attack. Okay. So then we'll just go for one more Snarl. And then we'll start using our Seek move, and then just doing a bunch of damage. Like it's like him having Hunter's Instinct and then lowering speed and everything. Like, you could just spam Glaciate, and by the time you get to your uh uh sync move, you're gonna have the speed at like -4, -5 or whatever. Obviously at this point, like, we don't have the speed that low just because like we were using other stuff as well. But like after we use our sync move, we're gonna be using our Glaciate move quite a bit. So like, how much is the sync move gonna do now? 4,000 damage. So the next time we use our sync move, we're gonna be doing quite a bit of damage. So got to take note of the 4,000 damage. We got to remember that, so that the next time we use Glaciate, it will be doing much more damage because their speed will be a lot lower. So how much is this gonna do? Not bad, not bad. It's an AoE, so like, I mean, unless Agatha uses her training move or whatever, and then she dies, but like, I don't know if that's really gonna happen. So so let's try to get our sync move off before Agatha like basically kills herself. Like, we're not gonna want that to happen because she only uses a training move after after the sync move. So yeah, we gotta try to get our stuff in before she does sync. Even if she does sync, like, we'll have our stuff there anyways. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. How much is her speed lowered? Oh no, she has +6. Okay, so never mind. Anyways, let's just go for our sync move, see how much this is gonna do. Like, yeah, I totally forgot that she did that she did increase her speed. I cannot talk today. But yeah, like, even with +3 speed, I think this is gonna do well. Yeah, it will do more damage just because we already have the sync move buff anyways. Okay, 10,000 damage. That's a lot more. That's definitely a lot more than double actually. So like, when you actually have a full -6 speed, they're gonna be insane on the damage. So that is good. They also do get more multipliers as well on their grid. Like, when you have special attack lowered or physical attack lowered, they will have more damage done to them as well. So with their grid, let's take a look at their grid very quickly. So pecking order they have, the more the target's attack is lowered, the more it powers up the sync move. So that's a multiplier right there. And then they have overpower. The more the opponent's special attack has been lowered, the more it powers up moves. So when you have physical attack getting lowered, their sync move gets stronger. And then when you have special attack getting lowered, their like normal type attacks will be getting stronger too. Like Glaciate, that will be hitting much harder too. So it's not bad. So they do have pretty solid multipliers. And then we have move gauge refresh on Noble Roar. And then we have move gauge refresh on Glaciate. And then we have Glaciate Cold Snap too. And that's going to allow us to actually have the chance to freeze the enemy too. So that's what I have on the grid for them. So let's go back in the battle and actually like do like more. Let's try and like do better this time. Like, I feel the first time we did it wasn't like too great. So let's actually like try. So we're gonna start off with the training move first. Just because like we don't really need to use Noble Roar, especially when we have Iris and Hydreigon on the team, because they will just get the stat decreases on the enemy themselves. So like, we don't have to worry about using Noble Roar unless we really need to. So we should be fine. We are getting our sync move very quick. Wow. Okay. So let's use Iris's training move now. Just so at least we can have our move gauge accelerating, just because like with Glaciate being a 4 gauge move, you're going to be going through your move gauge like crazy. So especially when you're using or queuing up other attacks with other sync pairs on the team, you're going to be losing a lot of move gauge very fast. So you definitely want to have someone on the team that can increase move gauge at some point to help with the issue right there. Like, they do have move gauge refresh, but still, like, it's not like a crazy thing, just because it is a 4 gauge move. So like, if you do have the move gauge refresh take effect, Glaciate is only going to really be a 3 gauge move. So it's still quite expensive to use the move. So they're at -3 on the speed. So let's just go for our sync move, and then we'll go for breathtaking so that we can get to our next sync move a lot quicker too. So there we go. They did use the training move, so they lost a little bit of health there. Will this kill them? No, it won't. Okay, so let's go for Glaciate and knock out the side Pokemon, and then our next sync move will definitely be much better, honestly. We did get an MP refresh on Breathtaking, which does kind of suck. Elisa and Rotom are gonna faint, I guess, but that's fine. Glaciate is definitely gonna be doing a lot more damage now, because the special attack is lowered. We already have the sync move buff, and then we also have the special attack getting lowered, so we're getting that little multiplier. So Glaciate is going to be doing a lot of damage, but we saw what he can do on his sync move. Like, that's that's a lot of damage, 10,000 damage, and it wasn't even the full effect either. So like, he could definitely hit like 15,000 damage and maybe possibly more. So 5,600 damage on Glaciate, really good. And we actually did freeze Golbat as well, so the sync grid was taking an effect there too, so that's really good. So yeah, there we go. Kyurem and Ghetsis, they're really good. They're definitely a lot better than Alolan Sandslash and Steven, so that's very good. And what really makes them good is you don't have to rely on Hail in order for them to be really good. They're very self-sufficient in terms of doing the damage because they could lower physical attack and special attack in order to get the multiplier, and then to get another multiplier to make them stronger from lowering speed on Hunter's Instinct. You have Glaciate that lowers speed too, so like, they're all around very self-sufficient in terms of getting the multipliers that they need. It may take a little bit of time, yes, but it's good that they're self-sufficient so that they can do a bunch of damage. Their training move is a little bit annoying because in order for that to take full effect, you need to be at the red zone to use or get +3 on the special attack. So it can get annoying, but if you're running support on the team, you don't really have to worry about that too much. But yeah, Kyurem is definitely very good. I know I did a showcase on Kyurem already, but in Sheffield Stadium, he is super effective here right now, so why not show him off when he is super effective? Because that's where he's going to get his more like the best effect. And he is level 125. So when you get it to level 135, he's definitely going to be much better too, because his special attack is going to be higher. It's going to be around 380, so like, he's definitely going to hit much harder, especially when you have the multipliers and everything too. Like, he will be very good, so I definitely need to work on getting him to level 135. But yeah, that's Kyurem and Ghetsis. Very good free to play sync pair. I think their legendary event is still around, so if you want to pick them up, I definitely recommend picking them up. You could definitely do their event right now before it goes away on May 20th, so you still got like a couple of days left. But we also got Ho-Oh's legendary event back now too, and Ho-Oh has his grid expansion too, and they're pretty good. But among the fire types, like, we still have like Leon, Red, and other fire types. So like, if you have Leon and Red, like, you're probably not going to be running Ho-Oh anyway, so so are you really going to be running like a full team of strikers like Red, Leon, and then Ho-Oh? I doubt it. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think of all this. Kyurem is definitely a really good legendary event Pokemon. Very fun to use, very good, and it's an ice type, and we did need more ice types, and he did fill in that gap pretty nicely, so I'm happy with that. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you don't have him, I definitely recommend getting him, and that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you guys later.